Good evening, students. We'll wait for a minute and then we'll start with the session. Let's see if there are other participants willing to join. Okay, class, I'm sharing a photo. Just tell me whether it is visible or not to you, students. Is the screen visible? Class, tell me, is the screen visible? React in certain way, put a thumbs up sign if not speaking is not possible. Class, students respond. Tell me if the photo is visible. It is consisting of what is business as a question. Shravani, Deep, Ishavir, Dhwani, Yash. Is my voice audible to you people? Reply, okay, chat box में I got to know. Okay, great. So, yes, I can see you people responding now. Thank you. I was under the assumption that Unit 5 will be done by some other professor, but it came to my notice that Unit 5 has been also been allotted to me. So today we'll be starting with Module 5 of your certificate course, Research Analyst 1. In the previous two units, we had started with the fundamental analysis, in which we completed the first thing, what is economic analysis or economy analysis, followed by we did industry analysis, and in unit 5 we'll be doing company analysis. Okay, so unit 5 is your company analysis. Uh, when I say company analysis, understand that in the previous unit what we did were various methods to identify which sector. आप इकोनॉमी एनालिसिस से क्या डिसाइड करते हो आपको कौन से स्पेसिफिक रीजन या कंट्री में इन्वेस्ट करना है. आप सेक्टर या इंडस्ट्री एनालिसिस से डिसाइड करते हो आपको किस पर्टिकुलर सेक्टर में ग्रोथ दिख रहा है और आप उसमें इन्वेस्ट करना चाहते हो. इन अ पर्टिकुलर सेक्टर और इंडस्ट्री there can be many companies or firms or business. So after identifying the sector, what you do is you identify the business you want to work with. So that's the reason the next part of analysis is business analysis. What does their module 5 consist of? What are the topics? So I'll just read out for you people कि कौन से topics है. पहला topic है types of business and business models. दूसरा टॉपिक है कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज ओवर द competitors. Next, SWOT analysis. Next, it is quality management and governance. Next, it is pricing power and sustainability of power. The next point is organization structure. The next is critical business drivers or success factors. The next is risk in the business, compliance orientation of the company, the documentation on guidance versus actuals, And the last is sources of information for company analysis. Okay, so these are the topics of which will be covered in company analysis as a unit. What you have to do is we'll be starting today with the first topic, that is what is business, what types of business can exist, and then what are the different models of business. So today we'll be dealing with some part. I'll take mostly a 1.5 hour session. So starting with the session, I hope everybody is attentive to listen to what I'm speaking and ensure that it is an interactive session, so it is neither boring for me nor you. I'm sorry for certain disturbances which might be created during lecture. There are certain guests at my home, so that's the reason. But I'll ensure that it is to the minimum level. So starting with the first question, as we are talking about business or company analysis, whenever you have decided the sector, next comes your target of selecting the company. So for selecting a company, you need to do your own research or find out information, every information related to that company. So if we first would understand what is the company dealing with, what kind of company it is, what is the structure of that company, what kind of products is it offering, whatever. So in detail study of the business. So the first definition is what is business. As the slide suggests that a business is an organized effort to produce, sell or exchange goods and services for profit and addressing consumer needs and driving economic growth. There are people in the lobby. Wait, let me add them. Yes, okay, done. So again, a business is an organized effort when parties or different people come together to produce a particular product or to provide a service or to make exchange of goods and services possible with the three objectives. What are the three objectives? The first one is satisfying consumer needs. A business and or a company will only run if there are needs which or there are people who require those services and products. So satisfying business needs, that is a very important objective of business. The next comes, of course, services for profit. If it is a non-profit organization, we are talking about something else. But if it is a business working for profit, an individual will only run a business in the long term if the main aim is to earn profit. Because he started the business to earn profit. So that being the main objective. The next is driving economic growth. Understand something, that the economy thrives on business. A economy thrives on business. A country having good business structure, a country having good companies will be able to fetch money for the country. Those business will be able to fetch money for the country, in turn providing them financial support for growth and everything else. लोगों की standard of living बढ़ाने में, उनकी income source बढ़ाने में, उनके employment generation में ये companies help करती है. तो existence of business is one of the most important pillar for economic growth in a particular country. अगर कोई कंट्री को डेवलप होना है तो देर आर ऑफ कोर्स अदर फैक्टर्स which it will have to focus on, but running a business is being one of the important and a very important factor. Understand that? Clear? Okay, class. So business is nothing when people start a particular organization for the aim to provide services and help and also to earn profit and return. Only then it will be known as business. I hope the definition of the word business is very clear. It is an organization which is established with the sole purpose of earning profit and providing goods and services to the people, which in turn leads to growth. Now, this business may span, matlab may differ from various industries. It can be industries, it can be scale from small startups to multinational corporations, that is your MNCs. The scale or the size of the business may differ, the structure of the business may differ, but irrespective of the fact, it will still be a business. So, a business is an organization. I hope the meaning of the term business is clear. Now we'll be doing the next part where we'll be discussing different types of business organizations. What are different types of business organizations? Give me a minute to share a new photo. Students, tell me, is the new slide visible? One of you reacted. May I have some other more reactions so it will confirm whether it is visible or not? I'm also going through chat box, so you may write it over there. Students, is it visible to you people? Thank you, Shravani and Hiral. Okay. So next comes the part where we'll be discussing different types of business structures. Majorly, this is something which you students might have studied in your OCM, and some of you might even remember it very thoroughly. So we'll go through each of them in detail. The first one is sole proprietor or sole proprietorship. Now, what is sole proprietorship or the business? Understand that when I'm talking over here, I'm talking about how the business is supposed to be identified. So, in sole proprietorship, we are talking when there is a single owner. When there is a single owner who runs the business, that kind of business is known as sole proprietor. A single owner responsible for the business or running a business is known as सोल प्रोप्राइटर द वर्ड सोल itself indicates one. तो अगर एक इंसान एक स्मॉल स्केल बिजनेस रन कर रहा है, दैट इज अ सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप. That is a sole proprietor or business. Now, where is this possible? What kind of businesses can be sole proprietor? Your retail businesses, the retail shops, the stationery shops, the general store shops, the Xerox shops, which you encounter in day to day, that is nothing but your sole proprietor. A photography business is a sole proprietor. A catering service business, maybe a sole proprietor. Independent freelancers are no one but sole proprietors because they are the whole and sole decision maker of the business. एक जो फर्स्ट टाइप का बिजनेस होता है वो होता है सोल प्रोप्राइटर, जहाँ पे अ पर्टिकुलर इंडिविजुअल इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर कंडक्टिंग बिजनेस एंड ऑल द अदर बिजनेस डिसीजंस आर what taken by this person. This whole person will be responsible for conducting the business. He may have employees with them, but he is the only owner. ऐसा नहीं है कि of course he can't have employees. He'll have employees. Employing people is different, but he will be the only owner, only one owner. What happens with this? That the cost of setting up is low because the only source of funds he will have for setting up the business is his own personal funds and the loans which he can get from friends, families, and bank. Even bank will provide loan for sole proprietor. So these are certain sources of fund. A sole proprietor can never go for IPO or go because that is only when a company is public. when he can have more shareholders. And the point he has more shareholders or more owners, it will not be a sole proprietor. तो इसका मतलब sole proprietor के पास जो ownership होती है या जो capital raising का वो होता है sources, वो बहुत limited होते हैं. Now sources being limited, उसका जो cost होता है setup का low होता है, being a small business, then of course it will have full 100% control over the business. What the problem in sole proprietor is that they have unlimited liability. Now, I hope you people understand the term liability very clearly. In case of default of the business, if the business is winding up, if the business is not able to survive and उसको कुछ losses suffer हो रहे हैं और अपने debts को pay off करना है, तो the sole proprietor is personally responsible. He has to sell his personal assets to fulfill the debt obligation if he has certain. कल को बैंक लोन लिया है तो बैंक में उसका घर बेच के भी, although it is a business related loan, a sole proprietor has a unlimited personal liability, and that's the reason he'll have to bear all the losses in case he faces some by himself. There is no chance to escape that. That is one of the major disadvantage when I am talking about sole proprietor. But they have he'll have to pay tax on his personal return. जो भी उसका इनकम होगा वो पर्सनल इनकम होगा और उसको अपने टैक्सेस वैसे ही पे करने होंगे. दैट इज अनदर थिंग विच यू टेक इनटू कंसिडरेशन व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट business and structure. What are the tax components? How are the taxes paid in particular structure of business? So this is all about sole proprietor. Sole proprietor is nothing but when a single owner is running the business. The business is usually at a small scale because of low sources of funds which are available for them. Then they have 100% control over the running of the business. Secondly, the liability for them unlimited. They'll have to use their personal they will have to use their personal assets to pay off the debt. So this is all about sole proprietors. There are many sole proprietors running in India. If I can say, it is even right that the majority, when I say proportion of sole proprietors, it is maximum when compared. It is maximum when I talk about sole proprietors. जो सबसे ज़्यादा business structure रन होता है वो sole proprietor का ही होता है. आपको जितने भी शॉप्स दिख रहे हैं, गोल्ड के शॉप्स होते हैं, जो ओनर्स होते हैं, वो सब सोल प्रोप्राइटर्स ही है. So that's the reason you can understand when I say that the major proprietors running, the major kind of business running or business structure running, it is sole proprietors. The next which comes into the picture is partnership. I hope you people understand what is a partnership firm. When I'm talking about one owner, it is sole proprietor. When I'm talking about more than one, that is 2, 3, 4 owners, it is a partnership firm. When I'm talking about one owner, it is a sole proprietor. When I'm talking about more than one owner, it is a partnership firm. Now, partnership firm is suitable when people want to have more structure or they want to have Okay, so a partnership has 2 or more business owners. It is like a sole proprietorship because it has a same legal entity. The liability is unlimited, so that's the reason they do not have any separate legal entity from its business. The partners in the business are one and the same. All the individuals in the partnership firm are the owners, and the ratio may differ. They can be equal partners, they can be partners in the proportion of what the capital is brought in by them. उन्होंने जितना capital लाया उसके हिसाब से हो सकती है उनकी ownership, but they all are owner the same. There are various rights which come with sharing of ownership. Those rights are shared by those partners. Now what happens is being in a partnership firm increases the access to the capital, because there are multiple partners. They may combine their own sources of fund, and the amount for running the business is more. That is one of the advantage. It may even bring expertise. अगर आप you are being partner with a person who is already expert in knowledge, so आपके कंपनी की synergy increase हो सकती है. That expertise person may bring various knowledge sources to run the business smoothly. For proper running of the business, for proper decision making, you can have people with knowledge in the all people who already have knowledge are being partners, so smooth running of business is possible because of that. Now this comes to the structure कि आपके जो दो से ज्यादा पार्टनर होंगे तो it is partnership firms, दो से ज्यादा ओनर है तो then also they have understand in partnership also we have different classifications. What are the different classifications in partnership? There are three kind of partnership firms. The first one is general partners, the second is limited partners, the third is limited liability partners. There are three structures which a partnership firm can have. The first one is general partnership, the second is limited partnership, the third is limited liability partnership. Now we'll understand what is the difference basically. When I use the word general partnership firm, it means that in this all the partners will have unlimited liability. Again, I'll say, when I use the word general partnership, it means that all the partners will have what? Will have unlimited liability. Unlimited liability matlab they will be responsible to pay off the debt using their personal assets. उनको अपने खुद के assets use करके limit को will have to pay off in case of insolvency. अगर insolvency face करते हैं तो they'll have to pay off. So those are general partnership. It controls the business. So the control is better over here. When I say limited partnership is where some of the partners are general while others have limited liability. It means again कुछ पार्टनर्स क्या होंगे तो जनरल पार्टनर्स होंगे और कुछ पार्टनर्स क्या होंगे लिमिटेड पार्टनर्स होंगे. जनरल पार्टनर्स मतलब उनका सारा बिजनेस पे कंट्रोल होगा, डिसीजन मेकिंग पे कंट्रोल होगा एंड देयरफॉर देयर लायबिलिटी विल बी अनलिमिटेड. And therefore their liability will be unlimited. But when I talk about limited partners in that particular firm, they won't have management responsibility. They will not be looking much into the control making or decision making, but also then their liability will be limited. उनकी जो liability होगी it will be limited. Is it clear? Their liability will be what? Limited. Because उनका control minimum होगा, their liability will be limited. Now, when I talk about, since their involvement in decision making is minimal, since the personal liability is limited, they do not have to pay off using their personal assets. What happens is the profit and loss, or the profit or loss, how much profit or how much loss will be shared with them, will also be mentioned in the agreement which they'll be signing. जब business start कर रहे होंगे, अगर वो कोई limited partner है तो वो अपने contract basis पे पहले से ही बता देंगे कि उनको कितना profit या loss होगा और जिस ratio में share करना है profit और loss, that will be pre-decided. Clear? वहां पे आपको क्या मिलेगा तो सब कुछ प्री डिसाइडेड होगा. ओवर हियर द स्ट्रक्चर बिकम्स अ बिट कॉम्प्लेक्स बिकॉज दीज रेशियोज आर सपोज्ड टू बी प्री स्पेसिफाइड टू द लिमिटेड पार्टनर्स ऑफ द फर्म. There are many companies who are which have this limited partnership kind of a thing. What happens with this is limited partnership mein na, you get a large capital because the number of partners are increasing. You'll be able to create a huge source of capital investment, and thus you can expand your business if need be. The next is limited liability partnership. Now, what is a limited liability partnership? Students, are you hearing? You people don't have any doubt, right? Am I going too fast?
No, ma'am.
Okay, great. We were talking about limited liability partnership, which is the third kind of partnership form. Now, in limited liability partnership, what happens is all the partners have limited liabilities. All the partners have limited liability. Okay, every partner is responsible or accountable for their actions, and अदर पार्टनर्स वोंट बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल अगर किसी एक पर्टिकुलर पार्टनर ने लोन लिया तो दैट पार्टनर विल ओनली बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर हिज ओन शेयर ऑफ लोन्स एलएलपी क्या हो जाएगा सिंस एलएलपी में एवरी पार्टनर हैज अ लिमिटेड लाइबिलिटी देयर आर टू स्ट्रक्चर्स क्रिएटेड द पार्टनर्स आर डिफरेंट एंड द पार्टनरशिप फर्म इज डिफरेंट इंडिविजुअल मेंबर्स आर नॉट एट रिस्क ऑफ losing their personal assets in case of insolvency or bad debts अगर bad debts या insolvency हुई तो उनके personal assets are not at risk. So that is limited liability partnership. What happens is when you're talking about limited liabilities, you'll have to disclose your accounts and earnings. आपको आपके बिजनेस रिकॉर्ड्स और अकाउंट्स को क्या करना पड़ेगा सबमिट करना पड़ेगा Okay, so the next one is corporation. Now, what is a corporation? A corporation runs as a separate legal independent entity of its owners. A corporation is kind of a company where it is a separate legal entity from its owners. The owners are the shareholders. There is a board of directors, and the company is entirely different. The owners are the shareholders, the board of directors are different. There is a separate entity between the owners and the company itself or the corporation itself. Those two are separate legal entity. Those two are, again I am telling you, separate legal entity. A corporation is understand like this. A corporation is an imaginary legal person. जैसे आप बैंक के अकाउंट्स खोल सकते हो एक पर्सनल इंडिविजुअल के अकाउंट्स खोलते हैं बैंक के भी खुद के अकाउंट्स खोलते हैं कॉलेज है तो कॉलेज के नाम पे भी अकाउंट खोल सकते हैं वैसे ही एक कॉन्सेप्ट है कि कंपनीज को आप क्या ये कॉर्पोरेशंस आर नथिंग बट इमेजिनरी लीगल पर्सन सो कल को इफ देयर इज अ केस ऑन अ कॉर्पोरेशन द ओनर इज नॉट इन्वॉल्व ओनली द कॉर्पोरेशन इज बीइंग एट फॉल्ट आप ओनर पे केस नहीं कर रहे हो आप कॉर्पोरेशन पे केस कर रहे हो Hello?
Yes, CBC is a legal entity.
Yes, it is a legal entity. Corporation is a legal entity. It is a separate legal entity. You'll have to register it accordingly. Understand this. A corporation is nothing but a company. A corporation is nothing but a company, but at a large scale, at a very large scale. ओके यू दे कैन बोरो लोन दे कैन आप कंपनी के नाम पे लोन ले सकते हैं आप कंपनी को स्यू कर सकते हैं कंपनी के खुद के असेट्स होते हैं नाउ दिस असेट्स बिलोंग टू द बिजनेस नॉट टू द ओनर दैट इज द डिफरेंस if at the end of the business if the business is being winded up और उसका वाइंडिंग अप हो रहा है तो इन उस केस में जो असेट से उससे पैसे मिलेंगे वो बिजनेस का पैसा होगा उसको यूज करके आप बिजनेस की लाइबिलिटीज को पे ऑफ करेंगे इट वोंट बी टेकन बाय the owners. What is the structure? Suppose there are owners. Those owners will provide board of directors. Owners and board of directors will be working together for the decision making of the business. So they'll have to elect board of directors. I'll tell you know there was this recent interview of Vijay Mallya he gave. He said that the cases are not on me. It's on Kingfisher as a company. I am free to go wherever and whenever I want to because the loans were taken by the company and not him. It was not his personal loan, so he's not personally liable to pay off those loans. Of course, there are many other things which come into the picture, but that was a statement made by him. So that is how corporations or companies work because they are entirely separate legal entity. Now, these corporations, they have to pay corporate tax. उनके जो tax होते हैं वो corporate tax होते हैं. In sole proprietor and partnership, what happens? Whatever income you are generating, that becomes your personal income, and you are paying tax at a different slab rate. But when you are talking about corporations, over here the tax structure changes. The tax structure is changing, and you pay taxes at what? Corporate tax rates. Corporate rate पे जो tax होते हैं उसको आप pay कर रहे हैं. Since corporations are separate legal entity, every owner will have limited liability. Every owner will have limited liability, and since they are company, they have large sources of raising funds. They can raise funds through your IPOs, shares, stock, everything. There are various other options through which they can raise funds. Now, a limited liability company, that is LLC. A limited liability company, that is LLC. Now, what is a limited liability company? A limited liability company runs a hybrid business structure. It is a hybrid business structure combining both partnership and corporation. दोनों के बेस्ट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स को लेके है ना, इट इज कंबाइनिंग अ न्यू फॉर्म ऑफ बिजनेस, दैट इज लिमिटेड लाइबिलिटी कंपनी, LLC. Now, what is a limited liability company? So owners over here enjoy personal liability protection. Protection. Now, what is personal liability protection? यहाँ पे जितने भी owners हैं, they have limited liability, which is a feature of what? Which is a feature of a corporation. Corporation में आपको limited liability होती है compulsorily या companies में, तो वो वहाँ पे उनको क्या मिल रही है? Limited liability मिल रही है. और जो टैक्स बेनिफिट है वो उनको कहाँ से मिलता है? पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म का मिलता है. उनको पास थ्रू टैक्सेशन बेनिफिट मिलता है. डबल टैक्सेशन नहीं होता है उनका कॉर्पोरेट टैक्स के जैसा. So they get limited liability feature from corporations. They get tax benefit वाला feature from partnership, and thus they make a limited liability company. Limited liability companies can decide whether they want to pay the taxes या federal taxes directly or not. The owners of limited liability companies, they create an agreement that provides directions कि business कैसा होगा, उसके business के decisions making कैसे होंगे. All those things are decided. An unlimited number of shareholders can take part in limited liability company. आपकी जो private limited companies होती हैं वो usually LLCs ही होती हैं. आपके बुटीक शोर्स हो गए, कॉफी शॉप्स हो गए, फैमिली रन बिजनेस हो गए, वो सब क्या होते हैं? लिमिटेड लाइबिलिटी कंपनी. Over here, what happens? It is a bit expensive to run when compared to sole proprietors. आप sole proprietors से compare करोगे तो इसको run करना थोड़ा सा expensive हो सकता है. The last kind of business structure is cooperative. Now, cooperative is a member business structure. Now, what I mean by member business structure, जैसे ना उसमें members होते हैं जो business start करते हैं और वो सारा benefit अपने members को ही provide करता है. I'll say if I'm going through a definition as such, तो cooperative is a private group of small business. वो small business का group of people होते हैं in which the members of the business will gather their resources and provide benefits to its member. वो बिजनेस को स्टार्ट करते हैं, रिसोर्सेज को गैदर करते हैं और फिर वो अपने मेंबर्स को एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट देंगे और प्रोडक्ट और सर्विसेज को सेल करेंगे. फेमस कोऑपरेटिव बिजनेस इज अमूल. इफ यू रिमेंबर, अमूल इज अ फेमस कोऑपरेटिव बिजनेस. Every member of the cooperative has direct control over its activities. The cooperative again is a separate legal entity from its members. जो cooperative है, company है, cooperative not company, sorry. A cooperative will have a separate legal entity from its owners. So what happens again, which means that the liability of these members will be limited. Secondly, a board of directors usually run cooperatives, and these board of directors will be elected for taking decisions of the business. Clear? So the first thing, when you are going for company analysis is to identify what kind of structure of the company you are going through. उस company का structure क्या है? Who are the owners? Who are the parts or the members of BOD? Who are the who are the people? What kind of legal entity is it? Is it a partnership firm? Is it a limited liability company? Is it a corporation or a company registered in Companies Act? What kind of company you are talking about? That is the first thing you look into. That is the first thing which you work for or which you try to understand when you are searching for company to invest in or searching a research, doing a research on company. तो पहला चीज आप जो स्टडी करोगे वो उसका स्ट्रक्चर स्टडी करोगे. Now these structures, you suppose you are selecting a particular company, let's say a company of a company which is not listed. A company which is not listed on stock exchange will be can be a private company. It can be a LLP, that is limited liability company. It can be a sole proprietor. It can be a partnership firm because they are not listed. So those companies can be private companies. But what if you are talking about companies जिनके shares market में already trade हो रहे हैं? Those companies are public limited companies. They are limited companies because सबकी liability limited होती है. कल को shareholders को अपने जेब से अपने personal assets से पैसे बेच के नहीं देने हैं. उनका जितना पैसा business में लगा है बस उतना ही है. But if they are public limited, तो उनकी जो liability है that is limited but the ownership is shared. And that's the reason वो list हो सकते हैं. So the first thing which you do is you check the structure of the company. What kind of structure the company holds to understand the future or to understand the company better. Then there is also a one way which you can study the structure, whether it is a profit organization or a NPO, that is non-profit organization. Because if the main aim of the business is not making profit, if the main aim of the business is not making profit, the working of the बिजनेस विल चेंज. अगर उनका मेन एम प्रॉफिट नहीं है तो आपका जो बिजनेस डिसीजन होता है वो अलग तरीके से लिया जाएगा एज कंपेयर टू प्रॉफिट मेकिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. तो दैट इज अनदर वे इन विच यू कैन क्लासिफाई योर बिजनेस कि वेदर इट इज अ प्रॉफिट मेकिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और NPO, that is non-profit organization. Is the first part clear, where you identify the structure of the business? What kind of business structure is the company following? Class, is it clear? React only, then I'll move ahead. Respond in certain way. Students, please respond. Students, is it necessary that I'll have to take names only, then you people can react? I believe reacting with the emoji is not something so difficult कि आपको इतनी मेहनत लग रही है. स्वराज, कृषा, दिशा. Okay. So मतलब that is what it takes for you people to react. Me calling out your names out loud. Celebrity बनना है सबको attention लेके. Okay. So with this we are done with types of business structures and structures. The next topic for today is looking into different business models. I'll stop sharing this and I'll share a new page. Just tell me if it is visible or not. Class, is the new page visible? Is the new photo visible, students?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Thank you, Manthan. So now we'll be learning what is a business model, what are the components of business model, and then the different types of business model. So starting with what is a business model, understand when you know the structure of a business, the next thing which you look at, take into account is the business model. A business model, what is a business model? So the business model serves as a blueprint. Blueprint matlab a idea, giving you an idea of how a company operates and thrives in the marketplace, how a particular business is operating and how is it growing and thriving in the business market or the industry. What are the reasons for its future growth, if there is a growth, scope of growth. So that is nothing but a business model. What does it include? It includes various components that collectively will define the business strategy and approach. ऐसी चीजें जो आपको बिजनेस की स्ट्रैटेजी और अप्रोच को स्टडी करने में हेल्प करेंगे, वो बिजनेस मॉडल का कंपोनेंट्स बन जाता है. It helps you to identify crucial and important elements of the business. Now, what elements of the business am I talking about? Those listed in our image. The cost of running the business, the revenue generated, the customers involved, the distribution channel, the products offered, the management, the services offered. Give me a minute, class. Sorry, continue. The customers involved, the services offered, every component stated over here. When you want to select a company, you look into detail of all these things. Now, understand. When I'm talking about customers, let's start with let's start with cost. The cost in making the business, because when you're talking about cost, you are trying to understand what are the important components, what are the major area where the cost is incurred for running the business. Is it in the technology part? Is it in the place where raw material is purchased? Is it the place, is it the point where production in the process of the making the product? At what point, how much cost is involved? That will help you to realize कि कल को which decision will impact the cost making, because the higher the cost will be, the higher will be the price of your product and the lesser you will be able to generate profit. So that's the reason understanding the cost component of the business, key at what resources, what are the key resources which the company is spending its cost on, that will ensure to understand or have a proper cost accounting or do a proper cost management. So if the business in future wants to cut its cost and decrease the production cost, तो उनको cost के components पता होने चाहिए ना कि कितने जगह पे कितना पैसा खर्चा हो रहा है, तो ही वो कल को वो cost cutting का decision ले सकते हैं. तो किस हर बिजनेस मॉडल का जो कॉस्ट साइकिल होता है वो अलग होता है. इफ इट इज अ सर्विस, द मेजर बिजनेस कॉस्ट इज एट expertise offered, and if it is a product, the major business cost may be for the production process in the raw materials or making the product. So that is what I'm talking about. Ki it may differ for different kind of sectors. The cost structure will differ. So understanding the cost structure of the business is important. Then what kind of products or service? It can either be products, it can either be service. What kind of products or services is the business offering? वो कौन से सर्विसेज को ऑफर कर रहा है, वो कौन से प्रोडक्ट्स को ऑफर कर रहा है. आर दोस प्रोडक्ट्स currently in trend in the market? Are those products such that the need of those products will never die? Are those products of perishable nature? Are those products of consumer goods? Are those products long-term durable goods? When the services, what kind of services are they offering? Are those services related to I'll say professional services? Are those professional services like एक law firm है, doctors का hospital है, या वो service teaching institution है, और तो professional services है क्या? और else services like boutique services, makeup services, bridal makeup services, or infrastructure, interior designing again is a service, hotel management again is a service. So what kind of services the product into? That will help you to understand the profit structure. उनका जो revenue making structure है वो आपको कब समझेगा? जब आप उनका product या services का sector अच्छे से समझ लोगे. So once you understand what is the cost of making the product or service, offering the service, then you understand what kind of product and services are they dealing into. Okay. Once that is identified, you can look into the source of customers or their target customers which they are targeting. Identifying the target customers by studying the demographics, by studying the behavior, by studying the preferences of the customer. Only that will help them to survive in the business in the long term. A business which is ignorant towards the customers will never thrive in the market, will never grow in the market, because the competition in the market is such that if a customer is not satisfied with the product offered to them, they will switch. They will switch the product, they will switch the service, which in turn will lead to loss for the business. So that's the reason keeping in mind the customers is very important. What kind of customers the business is catering to? Are they able to manage or keep a control on their customer segment? Are they increasing their customer segment? Now there are companies which only target toward particular segments. जैसे मैंने बात किया कि let's say there are companies which only make, or there are businesses which only make clothes for kids. So the target customers are children and also parents as well, because the children won't be buying goods for products for themselves. So their target audience, although they make product for the children, the target audience are the parents or the adults. Let's say business where the overall population is the target market, like mineral waters. Over here, the target market is not defined to particular demographic or to a particular age group or to particular gender, because this is a product which everybody will buy. तो यहाँ पे आप general marketing कर सकते हो. So over here, the approach of the business will change, the revenue which they will make will change. So it is very important that the business, when you are studying the business, you understand the target customers of the business. If it is a luxury brand, if the business is working as or offering luxury products, it means that the target audience is the people with a high net worth. तो उनका जो अप्रोच होगा वो बहुत अलग होगा. तो इस तरीके से आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा कि what kind of customers is the business catering to. That's the reason it is an important component. The next I would like to cover is competencies. Now competencies are मतलब what speciality is it offering? What is its uniqueness? उनका unique feature क्या है? There might be companies who are offering same products. So how will they outgrow them? हो सकता है they are offering cheaper products. Might be they are offering products with unique features which nobody else is offering. Technological advancement है, better approach, better feedback services है, better repairs offer हो रहे हैं, जो post sale services होती है वो बहुत अच्छी है. So what are the competencies of the business? Then your revenue generation. Once you understand what are the major customer target, what products and services offered, you will understand the source of revenue. What is the revenue? What is the growth of revenue the business is making down the line? उनका कितना revenue generate हो रहा है? Because if the business is not generating high revenue, what profit will it provide to the shareholders or to the business involved? If उनका profit ही नहीं हो रहा है तो revenue ही नहीं generate हो रहा है. There is a difference between the word revenue and profit. Understand that. The revenue is the income which we are generating. Profit is what is left with them after paying off all the cost. So revenue and profit are two different terms. If you understand the revenue generation, only then you can understand the profit distribution. There are other two components which are given, that is management and distribution. Now management in the sense is business decision. Who are the board of directors? What is the chain of decision or command? What kind of relationship they maintain with the customers, with the employees, with what are their future course of action. Management decisions कैसे होते हैं, क्या flow है, what is the how are they publishing things, उनका events कैसे हो रहे हैं, whatever are the future events, are they disclosed. If you can go through that, that will help you to understand, is there smooth governance in the market, in the business, not in the market, sorry, is there smooth governance, is the business being run smoothly without any obstacles or without any problems in the running of the business. The next is distribution channel. How the business is distributing. उनका distribution channel कैसा, is it a wholesale business, is it a retail business, how is it reaching to its customers, वो अपने target customers को कैसे reach कर रहा है, via which sources, what is their approach, is it a basically retail hai, yeah, is it a digital platform, what kind of distribution channels are used by the business, because it will help you to understand what risk does it face. When you study all this in detail, it will also help you to analyze what risk the business might face in future, क्या उसके risk face कर सकती है वो. So these are certain things which you search. Suppose मैंने किसी particular company को select किया, उस company को मैंने ऐसे लोगों से तो सुना है, heard from people that this is a good company, it has a strong fundamental, you can invest in it, or you may go a research on it. So when I'm talking about research, what will you look into to identify the business models? These are the components which you'll check while identifying the business model, while identifying the business or the company. Clear, class? There are other things which you can look into. Key partners. If you are talking about a particular business, what are the key partners? Who are the key partners of the business? Is it working with somebody else? Oh, if yes, what role they play in the business? Are they majorly affecting business decisions? When you study all these components, what happens is you can understand the business better. You can understand its clarity. It will give you a clarity and focus on how the business is working. A proper strategic planning of the business can be done. Proper resource allocation. You can understand what will be the resource allocation. What innovations can business go through in the future. Is it able to adapt to the changes? If in future there are certain changes, will the business be able to adapt to the changes, or will it face a loss if the change is not immediately adopted to? So there are different components which you look into while studying the business model. Is it clear, class? I will stop sharing this and I'll share a new page or a photo for the new topic. But before starting with that, you people may have a 5 minutes break. If you want to, you may go freshen up and such, so that we can continue with the lecture of the further part. Okay, class will start again. I hope everybody's attention is back. Students will start again. Okay, students. So now we'll start with different types of business models. Uh, as you can see, I have already shared an image which consists of some of them. Of course, they are not all of it, but if there is something left, I'll discuss that as well. Now, over here, we are trying to discuss different types of business models on the basis of the how it is working. How is it working? उस basis पे we are trying to study. The first one, as you can see, is a subscription based model. If you can see, what is the first one? A subscription based model. There are businesses which work on subscription basis. When I say subscription basis, understand that the major source of revenue which they generate is through subscription. The major source of revenue which they generate is through subscription. As the example shows, uh, they are offering services. What kind of services? It is a platform where the content is made available to the people, where a content is made available to the consumers or the people. Now that content can be movies, that content can be singing songs, which is like Spotify. It can be Adobe, their photo is being edited. So these are various digital platforms where the major source of them running the business or them generating revenue is via what? It is via the subscription amount which they are generating. They are SaaS, SaaS, SaaS. SaaS. Now, what is SaaS? The word SaaS ka full form is software as a service. What are they providing as a service? They are providing you a software, and that software helps you to work as a channel between the content and the between it works as a digital platform or a software which connects the content to the customers. Clear? Now, this subscription which the consumers will pay will act as a source of revenue for the business models. So these models are subscription based. I know you people can name many such models which are subscription based. Your Z5 colors पे Woot आता है. Then you have Jio Hotstar, you have Disney Hotstar. All these channels, all these platforms are nothing but working as subscription based business model. These are what? Subscription based business models. The next is freemium model. Now this is, understand this, freemium model. There are some names given over here. LinkedIn given hai, Zoom given hai, Canva given hai, Dropbox hai. With the name and the model, can you people guess what kind of business model this will be? The name of the model is given and the examples are given. If you can help me with the meaning or one of the features which you feel might be the feature of this model, freemium model. Class, it is just a guesswork. Even if you people are wrong, it won't make a difference, right? So in the chat box or speak out loud, what according to you is a freemium model? मे आई somebody attempt, एक स्टूडेंट तो अटेम्प्ट कर सकता है. अच्छा, लेनदेन इज अ बिजनेस, वो एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, उनको रेवेन्यू जनरेट होता होगा. हाउ आर दे जनरेटिंग दैट रेवेन्यू? व्हाट अबाउट कैनवा? Students, see, it will really be bad if I tell that if you people don't reply, your attendance will be at risk, because I really don't want to make that comment as such. But then don't force me to do so. Okay? If I am putting in an effort, I want an equal effort from your end so that this session is somewhat useful to you people. Okay, I'll continue. What is a freemium model? Understand it is the combination of the two word free and premium. In this, the business starts with providing free services to its customers. So some of the services are provided to them at free, and if the customer feels that the services provided to them is very good and they require a premium version of it, they may go for paying the premium, taking a membership in that. They may go for taking a membership and having an access to all the features instead of just some free features. जैसे आपकी जो Zoom हो गई, अभी मैं Zoom मीटिंग एज एन ऐप की बात करूँ तो इन Zoom I am allowed to take, if I sign in and take a lecture, I am allowed to take a session in Zoom. So why am I not using Zoom as a meeting channel? The reason for that, if I do not pay for it, if I'm using a free version of Zoom, it does not allows you to take lecture for more than 40 minutes. A continuous session of 40 minutes is the only thing which is allowed. Uske baad, if you want to extend the time of session, you'll have to use the paid version. Now that paid version is nothing but paying the premium or the membership for it. That is nothing but your freemium model, in which the some of the features or to attract the customers or to make the business working, they offer some basic services for free. And if you want to use the advanced services of the platform or the business, you'll have to go for paying money for the premium features. This strategy aims to attract large user base with free offerings. Since it is free, what happens is anybody with a need will go and use the business. And now those who have additional use or those who feel that the services offered to them are actually up to the mark, they will pay for it and use the premium features of the business. कैनवा का एग्जांपल दिया है. व्हेन यू गो इनटू कैनवा टू सिलेक्ट और एडिट, यू में सी सब बहुत सारे जो फ्री वर्जन होते हैं वो तो एक्सेसिबल होते हैं, बट बाकी सबके नीचे देयर इज अ साइन ऑफ प्रो which suggests that for using that you'll have to pay for it. A paid version is required. So that is nothing but a freemium model. The next is franchisee model. The next is franchisee model. Now, what is a franchisee model? As you people can see, there are so good examples for franchises listed here: McDonald's, KFC, 7-Eleven, Domino's Pizza. These are certain examples of how franchisee business model works. Now, the franchisee model allows individuals or entities to operate under the same brand and business of the parent company. This is usually in food, retail and clothing industry. ये जो business model है वो किस में exist करेगा? तो it is usually in food है, retail है या services है, brand services है. So that they offer you the constant service. जो taste है, जो product quality है, जो price ranges है, उन सब चीजों को कांस्टेंट करके रखना, और वो एक ऐसी फ्रेंचाइजी क्रिएट करते हैं. फ्रेंचाइजी वर्क्स ऑन द बेसिक thing, which is first of course the product or the quality which they are providing. Secondly, the goodwill they create. You never, if you have tasted a food from a certain one of the outlet of a franchisee, you assume that every outlet will give you the same assume that every outlet will give you the same quality of service or the product, and that's the reason the revenue generation becomes easy when you are operating your business or expanding your business under the same franchisee. आप नया बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, नया खोल रहे हैं, तो वहां पे आपको जो एफर्ट्स होंगे टू जनरेट रेवेन्यू, टू केटर ऑडियंस, टू catch the interest of audience, that will be different. But if you are starting another branch of the same franchisee, it is very easy because the consumers already are invested in your product. So that is a franchisee model where the revenue generation and the business works you under the franchisee. The next one is e-commerce model. Now, what is the e-commerce model? E-commerce, as I say, is your, as you can see the example, Amazon hai, Flipkart hai, Myntra hai, Shopify hai. E-commerce are, these are models where the business is working to provide services, and they are not into manufacturing. Understand this. They are connecting the wholesalers and the customers, or the manufacturer and the customers. Selling of products online is e-commerce model. Selling of products online is e-commerce model. So in this e-commerce model, they are connecting with business. They conduct their business online through a digital platform. This can include online retailers as well. मतलब if there is a particular brand जिनका digital platform है, तो वो भी e-commerce model हो गया. Amazon, Flipkart जहाँ पे multiple brands आके अपने products sell कर रहे हैं या retailers आके products sell कर रहे हैं, even that is the e-commerce model. So it is not just कि ऐसे फेमस ब्रांड ही ई-कॉमर्स में आएंगे. सिंगल इंडिविजुअल्स सेलिंग द प्रोडक्ट ऑनलाइन e-commerce model. Direct to customers. There are many brands. Instagram pe you see many brands which are working where they directly are producing and then selling it to the customers without any mediators involved. This helps them to cut down their cost. So that is one of the way of running a business where they have selected a e-commerce business model. The next is advertising model. The examples of advertising models are Google, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. Can anybody help me in one sentence what advertising model will be? What actually, according to you, advertising model will be? Class.
Yes, miss.
So what according to you advertising model will be? Why is the term advertising model used for these companies जिनसे आप इतना easily जानते हो, आप everyday basis पे इन companies इनके आप customers है, इनके आप target audience है, so why is it advertising business model के अंदर? Come on class, the question is not that difficult that you people are unable to answer. It is a very basic question.
This type of company has basically advertised so much that people are recognizing just because of the symbols by the names, and they are also top running companies by them on a particular sector as well. So that level of advertisement they have graded so well that people are just because of the symbol and name only they know about the product, about the the company, about the information. What I think so.
Okay. Okay. So you understand that when I say these models now, what I'm discussing is these models are being discussed or classified on the basis of the income or how they work. Over here, all these companies which you see are actually working in different. Now, LinkedIn is something where professionally people connect. Facebook and Instagram are something where people connect for recreational purpose, for enjoyment purpose. Google is a search engine. YouTube is again where content are being provided. But their source of generation of revenue. Now, Google does not generate revenue. Are you paying Google for any services which they are offering you? No. So what happens is for them to generate revenue, you see different ads. आप YouTube पे देखते हो हर वीडियो के बीच में आपको 2 से 3 ad दिखेंगे. So is YouTube showing you those ads for free? No, they are charging those ads. They are charging the brands for those showing those ads, and that is the reason they are known as revenue models. Why are they known as revenue model? I'll say again. The reason is that they generate the revenue. They generate the revenue through advertisements which they are providing. उनका जो पेमेंट होता है या जो रेवेन्यू जनरेट होता है वो कॉस्ट पर क्लिक बेसिस पे हो सकता है. कॉस्ट पर क्लिक मतलब जितने लोगों ने उस एड पे क्लिक किया देखने के लिए उतना उनको क्या मिलेगा, तो रेवेन्यू जनरेट होगा इन प्लेटफॉर्म्स को. व्हाट आर दे सेलिंग? दे आर सेलिंग कस्टमर्स और अटेंशन टू द ब्रांड. वो ब्रांड्स को एक स्पेस प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं फॉर मार्केटिंग, फॉर एडवर्टीजमेंट. एंड जितनी बार उनका एडवर्टीजमेंट इस प्लेटफॉर्म की वजह से प्रमोट होगा उतनी बार उनको क्या मिलेगा, रेवेन्यू जनरेट होगा. दैट्स द रीजन दे आर नोन एज एडवर्टीजमेंट मॉडल, because the major revenue these business model earns are due to the advertisements which they showcase while working. Advertisement business model generates revenue by selling ad space to other businesses. बाकी दूसरे बिजनेसेस को एड का स्पेस देके वो क्या करते हैं, तो खुद के लिए रेवेन्यू जनरेट करते हैं. इज इट क्लियर क्लास? मंथन, इज इट क्लियर नाउ? This is nothing but advertisement model where the business revenue majorly depends on what the advertisement space or advertisements which are being run on them. अभी elections है तो you must see various elections के ad in your phone. Of course, those political parties are paying for the ads to run. या आप देखोगे किसी पर्टिकुलर सीरीज में रिपीटेटिवली सेम एड आता है व्हेन यू आर गोइंग थ्रू और वाचिंग टू पर्टिकुलर वीडियो और समथिंग, दिस सेम एड इज बीइंग रन कंटिन्यूअसली इन एवरी एड ब्रेक. द रीजन फॉर दैट उनको उतना एड अलोकेशन का टाइम दिया है, उनको उतना एड का टाइम दिया हुआ है एंड इसीलिए वो क्या करते हैं, उस चीज के लिए पैसे चार्ज करते हैं एंड दैट इज देयर सोर्स ऑफ रनिंग. Clear? The next business model is direct sales business model. Now, what is the direct sales business model? Over here, the company, manufacturing company, is directly contacting its customers through its own outlets. वो अपने खुद के आउटलेट और रिटेल शॉप्स खोल के अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को बेचते हैं. लाइक द बेस्ट एग्जांपल गिवन ओवर हियर इज टपरवेयर. सो यू हैव टपरवेयर के प्रोडक्ट्स अवेलेबल टू यू डायरेक्टली. देयर डायरेक्ट सेल्स इज देयर मेन सोर्स ऑफ इनकम. वो अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को बेचते हैं, वही उनका रेवेन्यू जनरेशन है. देयर आर ऑल द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनीज वर्क ऑन डायरेक्ट सेल बेसिस. ऑल द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी वर्क ऑन डायरेक्ट सेल बेसिस. आप जितने भी प्रोडक्ट्स यूज कर रहे हैं, आप किसी पर्टिकुलर कंपनी का पेन यूज कर रहे हैं तो वो कंपनी का पेन उसका डायरेक्ट सेल बेसिस पे. ऊपर तक जो भी हम लर्न कर रहे थे उसमें कोई प्रोडक्ट या सर्विसेज नहीं थे, वो प्लेटफॉर्म ऐसे सर्विसेज जैसे फ्रेंचाइजी वो सर्विस, सॉरी, देन सब्सक्रिप्शन वेयर लाइक प्लेटफॉर्म्स और डिजिटल बिजनेसेस. अब यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट सेल्स मतलब वो अपने प्रोडक्ट को डायरेक्टली कस्टमर्स को दे रहे हैं और उन प्रोडक्ट से जो उनको रेवेन्यू जनरेट हो रहा है, दैट इज योर डायरेक्ट सेल्स मॉडल. किसी भी प्रोडक्ट की बात कर सकते हैं आप. उन प्रोडक्ट से उनको जो भी रेवेन्यू जनरेट हो रहा है वो किस में आ गया, डायरेक्ट सेल्स मॉडल में आ गया. एमवे का प्रोडक्ट हो गया या आपके स्टेशनरी प्रोडक्ट्स हो गए, क्लासमेट के बुक्स हो गए, आपके इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स हो गए, गोदरेज के, एलजी के, ये सारे प्रोडक्ट्स क्या है तो उनका जो मेन कंपोनेंट है, सैमसंग के स्मार्टफोन्स हो गए, एनीथिंग, any product which is being directly sold to you as customers, this companies का revenue depends on what the sales which they are incurring and that is the direct sales model. Is it clear, class? What is the direct sales model? In this model, you are trying to skip middleman or distributors. What you are trying to skip, middleman and distributors you are trying to skip. आप distributors और middleman को skip करके अपना cost decrease करके profit margin increase करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. In which method? Direct sales method. The next is the aggregator model. Now, what is the aggregator model? As you people can see, the examples over here listed are your Uber services, your Airbnb, the ads which you see so frequently on your Instagrams, then your TaskRabbit, DoorDash. What are these? Zomato. ये क्या है? So these aggregator business models. Now, what are these business models? As you can see, these all are apps or platforms. What kind of platforms are these? An aggregator business model is a model where it connects unorganized service providers. Now, what are unorganized service providers? Drivers. जैसे उबर में उबर के कौन होते हैं? तो ड्राइवर्स होते हैं. Those drivers are unorganized. क्या वो खुद की कंपनी है, वो खुद का बिजनेस रन कर रहे हैं? नहीं. They join Uber as a platform and then they can earn through that. So it connects whom? It connects unorganized service providers. जितने भी आपके सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स हैं, उन अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स को कनेक्ट करके वो कस्टमर्स के साथ कनेक्ट करता है जिनको उसकी नीड है. Unorganized service providers को it connects with its customers. Is the screen visible? I believe that the screen has been shared. Okay, it is visible now, I hope. An aggregate where unorganized service providers meets to its customer on a single platform. जैसे जितने भी आपके peer to peer भी इसको हम बोल सकते हैं, जितने भी सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स है, जैसे अगर मैं उबर का एग्जांपल लूँ तो all the रिक्शा ड्राइवर्स, ओला ड्राइवर्स, वो सब क्या करते हैं? ऊबर पे रजिस्टर होते हैं. एंड वेन एवर द कस्टमर नीड्स देम, दे कैन यूज दैट सर्विस प्रोवाइडर एंड access the service. When I say Zomato, now there are different hotels. Zomato हो गया, Swiggy हो गया, various food delivery apps. There are various hotels which wanted to increase their sales. Now, for increasing their sales, they may not be ready to open so many outlets. So, what they do now, they register themselves on Zomato for their takeouts or deliveries. And people willing to order or eat from those hotels or restaurants may order that via delivery. अब उनको खुद का एक delivery person रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. The Zomato as a platform is making a contact accessible between hotels as well as the customers. So this is nothing but an aggregator business model. Now in this business model, Zomato is providing food. क्या बट उसको खुद का रेस्टोरेंट खोलना है? क्या उसको खुद के शेफ हायर करने हैं? नहीं. Ola, Uber services, these people are providing you transportation. बट क्या वो assets उनके हैं? क्या कार उनके हैं? नहीं. क्या वो ड्राइवर्स उनके हैं? नहीं. So over here, they do not have to invest in assets for the business to run. सो कन्वीनियंस से वो बहुत इजी हो जाता है. जो कोर असेट्स है, ऑफ कोर्स दे हैव टू हैव एम्प्लॉइज. अभी जोमेटो के खुद के बहुत सारे एम्प्लॉइज है, तो एम्प्लॉय तो होते ही है, बट कोर असेट्स होते हैं ना, वो कम हो जाते हैं. कॉस्ट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट क्या हो जाता है? कम हो जाता है. एंड द रेवेन्यू अगेन डिपेंड्स ऑन हाउ मच इट इज बीइंग यूज्ड. So this is the aggregator business model, where unorganized service providers and customers are being brought into one platform. उनको एक single platform दिया होता है to contact. accommodation में मैंने बात की, तो Airbnb is a very basic example. Now what is Airbnb? You might people have to know कि it is like a platform where those hosts people, those who have their own property, they can make it available to other guests. वो अपने प्रॉपर्टीज को अपलोड कर देते हैं और जिनको भी जरूरत है, they can have the access to it. They can book it for the use. इस तरीके से renting out hotels or properties or rooms can be done using Airbnb. Is this model of Airbnb clear, class? React in a certain way. Students, put a thumbs up sign. Class. There are other ways which you can identify or understand business models. We will do all that in the next session. There's already 1.5 hours. There are different business models which are yet left to discuss. We'll do that in the next session tomorrow. Every day, 1.5 hours ka sessions I'll be taking. So be prepared for the same. I'm ending today's lecture. You people are allowed to leave the meeting.
Thank you, Miss.
Yeah, welcome, Bacha. Have a good day ahead.